Okay, today I'm going to show you how to liven up those minor pentatonic and blues scales on the guitar by playing the relative major. And I'll also be discussing why it works. That's what all this good stuff is right here. So let's get started. Okay, let's say you're playing over a chord progression that works very well with an A minor pentatonic scale. Uh, and you like it, sounds great. I use it all the time. I love A minor pentatonic as well as blues scales, but you want to liven it up. So we're going to throw in the relative major of that particular minor pentatonic. The way you find this, the quickest, easiest way, without knowing theory, would be you're playing your pattern 1 of your A minor pentatonic. I'm going to assume in this case, watching all this, that you know your minor pentatonic scales as well as your major scales. But that being said, you're playing pattern 1 of your A minor pentatonic, 5th fret. Now, to find the relative major, it's essentially as easy as just starting on the 2nd note. Starting there, and playing your major scale pattern. Now, as long as you're playing the patterns correctly and you're not hitting wrong notes or anything, it's containing all the same notes and then some without breaking away from the key or anything like that. Now, we're going to look at it from a intellectual viewpoint rather than a feel or ear. We're going to look at it on the whiteboard over here. So every major scale contains a relative minor. A relative minor is the 6th note of the major scale. In C major, it is A. And in G major, it's E, which I could show you as well. But it's literally every major scale. The 6th note is the relative minor of that particular major scale. Okay. Now on the whiteboard, you're going to see Roman numerals. You're going to see Roman numerals up there. Capital Roman numerals. I had this written down there in red. Didn't show up too well, so I probably won't do that again. But capital Roman numerals are major. If you're harmonizing this, it's a major chord. Okay. Now, if it's a lowercase Roman numeral, it's a minor chord. So capital major, lowercase minor. Okay, that's in Roman numerals. Okay, so if you look, we go through the major scale. C major, 1's major, 2's minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5's major, 6 is minor, and 7 is diminished. Okay. Now, it's different as you go to minor scale, but I just want to show that really quick, why that's there, even why I have the Roman numerals like that. It's going to make more sense as this lesson goes on. But okay, so if you look, the 6th note is a minor. You got a minor chord. It's a relative minor. Makes sense, okay? Well, if you start on A, you want A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you're back to A. Look at this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to A. It's the same thing, but that would be the A minor scale. Now, both of these contain 7 notes, as you can see, as you can count up 7 notes. Well, when you strip it down even farther, the minor pentatonic contains only 5 notes. You're literally, from the minor scale, you're stripping away the 2nd and the 6th, because you only have A, C, D, E, G. Okay? So you only have those 5 notes. Again, all of this works key to key. So meaning if I was talking about this in G major, started on E, which is the 6th note, I'd be talking about this as E minor scale, and then E minor pentatonic. It all, key to key, it works, okay? So that being said, any chord progression that these work with, you could play it all depends on the notes you hang on, the chord progression, all that stuff. You could play C major for something that has A minor. You could play A minor for something that is C major, and vice versa. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate some soloing with this idea, and I'm going to be playing over a 1, 6, 4, 5 progression. Again, 1, 6, 4, 5 progression. In this case, it's C, A minor, F major, G major. And this is a very common in like 50s rock, 50s doo-wop, like Earth Angel, Back to the Future. And I won't be doing any Duck Walker, any tapping and shredding or anything. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get inspired. And no, I'm kidding. So the other famous ones, Last Kiss. I don't know who the original artist of Last Kiss is, but the version I'm most familiar with is the Pearl Jam version. Some people might say that's blasphemous. Maybe it is. Maybe I got to go back and educate myself on that. But the last but not least of my examples, very, very famous, and it's been everywhere, is the song Sleepwalk. And that's actually in this exact key that I'm going to demonstrate. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to start out playing in just a simple A minor pentatonic, pattern 1, sticking to pattern 1. Then I'll switch and go, I'm going to play in C major, just C major, okay? Then the last example will be playing in minor pentatonic, mixing it with major scale. And to top it all off, we'll do one last thing. We'll switch it to a different key. It'll be the same exact chord progression, but we'll do it in G. Okay, so here we go.